stop my Bible, no slide. Hey, guys, welcome back to another channel. It's your man C to the J to the C. Y'all know how I be from straight from the 305 Miami-Dade County, 305 till I die, all the way. Bruh, come on. Welcome back, guys, to my subscriber, to a new guy. Welcome to my, we always lit. We lit, bruh. It's a beautiful Wednesday morning, bruh. It's Wednesday. It's lit. So we vibing in the low of the fold with the RO low. Let me start. Welcome to another episode of Story Time. And today's story time, I'm going to talk about why did I quit and leave my last job? Why did I quit and leave? Because I got tired of that shit. I got tired of them, bruh. And I'm going to tell you exactly what happened. So, my bad. Like, what the F? All right, so here's how it went, guys. Like, I worked with Forever 21 as a stalker. And that's after I just quit my last job. Bro, I'm quitting job like back to back. Like, I need to tell y'all what happened to my last job. That's when I worked at Crocs. But let's tell you why I left my last job. And forever, my last job is tomorrow, I'll tell you. But today I'm going to tell you why I quit my last job, which is Forever 21 as a stalker. I worked at Forever 21 Stalker in Florida Mall here in Orlando, Florida. Chilling, vibing. It was a great job, nice, cool. Like, when morning shipment came, basically, like, you get the morning shipment, and we out of there. You get your morning shipment, we put the boxes up, we unload the boxes, we basically censor the clothes. We basically, after we censor the clothes, we either hang them if the accessory and basically people that work with the clothes need it, we hang it up. If they don't need it, then we put them in the box and we put a label in the box. Make sure that everybody know where every clothes went. If it was I forgot the names, shit. All those clothes names of Forever 21, the girls know what I'm talking about. We the ones in the back that basically make sure that the store looks good, because we doing the censoring. You see those security things you see on the clothes? We do that. So beep beep, when you hear that sound, we make sure that happen. We basically label the clothes so they all know when they come in the back of the stock how basically everything is. So yeah, when I first got there, it was Kiki was in charge. This is how the first day went. The first day was like, "Hi, my name is Kiki. I'm the manager, the stock manager, things like that. Here's what we're gonna do, etc. Stuff like that. These are our people." Next thing you know, bruh, there was this white guy, and he basically like talking to the managers and stuff like that. And then the guys that I just met, Chris and Donald, it was just like, "Oh, who's that white guy?" And he said, "Oh, that's the new manager. I guess they replaced me." So basically, I walk in and Kiki tells me I'm the new manager. I'm the manager here for stock. Then next minute, it's like, "Oh, I guess I just lost." I'm like, what the F? Like, in one day, I went from having one manager to having a new one in my debut, bruh. But the first day was chilling because we went downstairs. They showed me how basically you put the boxes out so Kiki could scan them each time like new shipment comes in. She let us know, and it was like fun. Chris and Don introduced themselves. They told me how things run here, and I was looking forward to it. Like, excited because stock was always my thing. That was actually my first job, and it's something I'm really good at. And I like laid back. It's like a laid back job for me because I love lifting shit and things like that, and then doing everything that comes with the occupation of being a stalker. And basically everything was chill. First day, and then the funny part about it, the person I interviewed with, what's her name? Aladdin. So Aladdin and me interviewed the same day actually, and then they told us it was supposed to be like 5-6 people that was basically like supposed to come to the interview. Only 2 of us came. So they asked us questions like, "What would you do in this situation? What would you do in that situation?" I was being all smart. I was like this. In this situation, I'll be like, I basically talk to the customer, make sure y'all they're informed, then come to you guys, excuse them. I was being so smart, like, bro, this was from the top of my head. I was freestyling crazy shit that I know they want to hear when they trying to hire you. And so Aladdin, she was trying to keep up. I'm like, I just graduated I just graduate. I was still in college at that time, but I'm like, I'm about to graduate. I'm like, I need this job. And Aladdin, she was going in. She was like, da, 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 and I was answering. She was like, shit, like this guy really want this job. I was like answering those questions like intricate. I had like a master degree, some type of shit. But at the end of the day, she saw me slow down. And you want to know why I slowed down? And I can't believe I was that slow. I didn't realize. I'm like this. 6 people were supposed to come. Only 2 of us showed up. Ding, 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 ding. We're gonna get hired. Like that's why I said. I'm saying, why am I competing with her? Like, and then they said, like, they asked me another question. I'm like, this. Oh, I would just basically help the customer and show them the book to make sure they understand the information. You ain't doing anything else. Don't want to elaborate. I said, no, that's good. I'll start answer the questions plain. No more smart, no more extra information. Because I was at a point where I knew exactly what was going on with this. Bro, we both got a job already. They just make us going at each other's throat. But at the end of the day, we both got a job. We chilling, we vibing. Like, it's just a wrap. We got it. So it was like, yeah, like, I was like, okay, I'm not competing anymore. So me and Safari, we had a job. So back to the first day, she actually comes in. He said, hey. And I was like, oh, like how Chris and Dawn know you? She said, I've been started before you. And then I remember, like, because me, I didn't bring my social, your extra shit you gotta bring when you first get a new job. I basically took time getting those shit. So basically, like, because I took time, I had to come a whole other week while Alondra had her shit. So she started like probably a week before I did. So she knew all of them already. And she bought food. She bought food, somebody else bought food. And my first day at the job, we ate good. It was lit, bro. Like, after a great meal, we had a party. I thought this was like all the time. Next day, I meet Xavier. Xavier is a high school kid. He's 17 years old, but a lot of he's Spanish too. And to tell you the truth, like, that job was dominated by Spanish people. Like, the manager Spanish, like, it's not a problem because we know I'm from Miami. Like, hola, hola, ¿cómo está? Like, todo bien? Okay. Bien, guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ah, bro, I'm from Miami. Like, hablo español un poquito. What you mean? Fuck you mean? Yeah, but it's like I'm vibing on the beat. Honestly, I'm just trying to be. I just gotta be. But yeah, yeah, so it was a lot of Spanish people in the job. Most of them Spanish was their first language. So, but I never let that come. It was just like we all working. We all from, like, it's nothing, no big deal about it. But at least it was me, Kiki, Donald, and Chris, the Americans, and Aladdin. She from other parts, but she's American too, New York, born and raised. Xavier from New York, but he's Spanish, so he was born in Puerto Rico, raised in New York. So a difference, but I guess. But Xavier was the youngest. We all like things like that. Alondra started. We all started our shift, and it was chilling. It was a great team. We all was like great together. It was no like nothing behold, it was one dumbass named Giovanni, and when I tell you I was tired of Giovanni, like, boy, it's just like, bruh, like even me, I always tell you I don't have problem with gay people, like I feel like everybody should be treated the same. Love is love, and things like that. But I'm saying, like, him, he was that, like even gay people could say that. There's those one that be like got some type of attitude, some type of case, like, what the fuck wrong with you? You haven't gotten any dick for a long time. What the f? But like, shit like that. Like, why we just can't chill? Like, have a cool, relax, calm down. But yeah, his dumbass, he was like that, and then he was just always annoying people, thinking he the boss. Nobody even acquainted his boss. It's just like, he's in back there, he's been there the longest, so his dumbass thinking like, oh, let me take initiative, and I'm gonna tell him what to do. He told us what to do, longest time, never had trouble with it. And then basically, like, Kiki, but Kiki was always coming out of nowhere, and then Kiki was the boss. Like, we listen, as long as Kiki was here, me, Don, Chris, we was black. We all black, so we never had to worry. Kiki made sure we all had great hours. Kiki was chilling, like, always out. We talked about life. She talked about her boyfriend, her husband. It was just like, okay, how y'all pulling girls, what y'all did last night. We was all like a family environment in the back in the stock, because we got. We even had meetings. Stock team came down. We made it lit. It was the stock team against the world. It was us, bro. Like, we vibing. And then yeah, then you had what's her face, Francois, and you had Lashana. All of them, they work for like the people that basically gets the clothes ready, sold them, all that shit. but we work for Stark, so they always came in the back and basically asked us, "Oh, did you hang this for us? Hang you?" And then we also had what's her name again? Bruh, Spanish, and then all those people. So like, I just want to have you make y'all have an idea of like who was working there. So yeah, everything was good. But like I told you, like when Kiki the first day told she's a manager, a new guy came, Jose. So Jose, he come in every time Kiki was leaving at 2 p.m. Jose come in like that. And the thing about it, we all have 5 hour shifts. Like I basically started at back then, like in the beginning, it was I start at 11 and I'll leave at 4 p.m. So 4 p.m. I'm heading home. Like who doesn't want a job? And then you have consistent 5 hours in the average week. You can have 25, 30, etc. Shit like that. So we never complained shit like that. So basically like as time went by, Kiki was getting annoyed. They told Kiki they wanted her to basically like come to a meeting in the afternoon. Kiki has a baby, mind you, and her husband goes to work in the afternoon, so she couldn't like abandon like her. So she's like, I can't do that. I'm sorry, things like that. So it said, oh, it's a must do, and she said, you're gonna have to find somebody else. All that shit. It was all extra shit. So since Kiki couldn't do it, she was like, I ain't going like so yeah. And then basically she left. Kiki left, and I was shocked. We all shocked, but someone who had our back in the back as black people, someone that like she was gone. Our answer and our sanctuary to make sure we had out. She was gone. So after Kiki left, Xavier had beef with Jose, but I did feel like Jose felt like Xavier wasn't doing his job. He wasn't doing much like he's supposed to do. So he basically said, for somebody who always say, "Oh, I want more hours" and shit like that, but he's always taking bathroom breaks, always talking to girls downstairs, and the girls downstairs was fine. I ain't gonna lie, but especially the girls that visit Forever 21, we had girls on deck. Like basically, who wouldn't want to work in a great job like that? Girls, easy working, getting money. It's just you chilling, you vibing. So basically like it was that type of flow and shit like that. So it was more like okay, like Kiki's gone now. We had to move on. Jose took initiative, and you know what they did? They hired people who didn't know how to speak English, Spanish their first language. So now you hire more people that fresh from a boat, and that's not bad. But it's just like they can't speak English, so they can't communicate with us. So they can't communicate with me, Don, and Chris, who speak English. It was like you tell them something to do, something they need to know. They say no entiendo, and I know, and I have to sometimes since I'm from Miami, I understand a little what they're saying, but it just be like okay, but English is like a must. Like you can't just hire me that's for, like you get me, like at least like you get me, like have somebody with us that could translate. Giovanni, he speaks Spanish and he translates, but even his dumbass couldn't admit that his English was even that good. So basically, it was more like okay, we was dealing with the same shit. They hiring people that could speak Spanish only, fresh from a boat, and basically we had to deal with them, and we speak English with them, and they just didn't know how to communicate with us. But me, I was always good with the Spanish speaking me because, like I said, I hablo español poquito, so I was able to speak Spanish a little with them. I knew stuff and shit. I did it when the camera wasn't looking. I basically showed them on Google Translate what I was trying to say. Say, oh, okay. And they understand. There was Zanid. There was all those people, Leandra. I forgot their name, bro. It like it was just April. Like what the hell? Last month. I'm tripping. But yeah, they was hiring people more, and it was more like, okay, so you basically just gonna keep on hiring people that can speak Spanish. So Chris got tired of it because they started reducing hours. So Chris basically went downstairs to work with the sales associates. Weeks later, Chris tells us he found a job at UPS and shit like that. Chris gone. So now you got Chris and Kiki gone. And like I said, Xavier, Jose kept on being on his ass. He felt like Jose was being on his dick and shit like that. So he basically got tired of it and basically said, F that shit. Like, I'm not trying to like deal with all that shit. So they forced his hand and Xavier quit. He said, y'all don't even have to fire me. I quit. And he walked out. And I was shocked to find out. So yeah, Xavier gone, Chris gone, and then Kiki gone. Then so there's like late February, everything gone slow. And you know it's retail, so everything goes slow at some period. Late February, everything goes slow. So basically, everybody hours got reduced. The same goal for the sales associate that was downstairs. They hours got reduced. So it wasn't complaining. Then Jose said, since Spanish is his first language, his English is okay, but it wasn't that good. So it was just me and Donald left that only speak English first, and everybody was like, so me and Donald was always talking like, bro, like they could barely understand. And it's like whatever. But like I said, I was good with them because I knew how to speak Spanish a good amount. I told Don freshman like, you gotta learn a little. Creole Spanish like that. So he reduced everybody hours got reduced because of the shit. Then Zanid, all the Spanish speaking people just went to Jose and said, Jose, oh, we need, like in Spanish saying we need hours, like we gotta thrive in life and shit like that, and we need the hours. So Jose said, okay. So everybody, like, because everybody hours was reduced to 15 hours, 10 hours, but because Jose had compassion, he lifted everybody hours to 20 hours, 25 hours. And we're like, okay, finally he's doing this shit. So he lifted everybody hours up there, and then basically he lift mine too. The next week, everybody hours stayed the same, and Jose dropped me at 15 hours. He dropped me a 15 hour, okay, I guess for this week, but that's like 15 hours for the whole week. The whole week. Remember, we have 5-hour shifts. So it's like 3 days. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. He'll make me work, and then basically I'm off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Oh, shit. But what can you do with 15 hours when you got rent, food, all this shit? Like people got bills to pay and people got to live too as well. But I'm saying like, okay, I guess for 1 week. The next week, this guy gave me 10 hours. And I know it's not district because how is it that everybody that speaks Spanish first, all that stuff, they're getting 20, 30 hours, but me, I'm getting 20, 15, 10. What is going on? Like, there's got to be an issue. The next week, 10 hours again. Then the next week, 10 hours again. Then the next week, 10 hours again. Then the next week, 10 hours again. 10 hours, 10 hours, 10 hours, 10 hours. So it was more like, are you serious right now? So it was just like, okay, it's a limit, and y'all reaching, like, getting past that. So it was more like, okay, 10, 15, 10, 15, 10, 15. So I wasn't eating. That's a problem. Kept lying to my mom, telling her like, I ate. He said, you sure? I said, yeah. I had to basically save. I had to go paycheck to paycheck to pay my rent, bro. And even then, I had this little for food from Walmart or some shit that if I wanted to eat. So I was barely living on. Like, I wasn't thriving as much as I wanted to. So it was shit that you get tired of because it's like, how is it that everybody that's Spanish first, they're getting the hours and it's consistent, but me, every week that goes by, my hours either shorten or repeating over and over like a pattern. So I was getting sick and tired of it. So what I did basically, like in the coming April, I was supposed to work 15 hours 1 week. I did one extra shift, 20 hours. Another weekend went by. He gave me 10 hours. I did 15 hours. So every time I kept doing it. And I stopped doing it. And then basically there was 1 week. I basically said, oh, let me stop doing it. I said, you know what? I might come tomorrow and do it. Mind you, I haven't seen this guy for 2 years. I'm talking about Jose, our manager. I haven't seen this guy for 2 years. So one day, like I was thinking, I said, I might come tomorrow, even though I was off tomorrow. I was like, okay, let's see. And I was like working on something that Jennifer gave me. Jennifer, she's a manager that works down with the sales associates mostly, but she goes up and down with the stock and sales associates. So mostly a manager amongst them of all. She gave me something to do. I was doing it. Jose comes out of nowhere, elated. What I mean by elated, his face red. He's like angry. He haven't seen me for weeks. And he's just elated approaching me. He's like, sir, who told you to work those hours? Mind you, on Saturdays, I go to church. I'm Seventh-day Adventist. Like, I praise the Lord. Like, Sabbath is holy to me, and I keep that like, that's an honor on me. So he comes to me and said, and I look at him and said, somebody put me on a schedule to work on Saturday when they know I can't. So basically, I'm making up for Saturday, and I just do extra day. That was just a defense mechanism, but it wasn't true. It was more like, okay, I need more hours. But he's like, sir, who told you to work those hours? I said, somebody got to do on Saturday. He paused because he was like, that is true, because me and him had a lot of talks about how I can't work on Saturday and how Saturday is a holy day for me. And he knew that. He saw how he was wrong, so he paused for a moment. But then he repeated what he said. He said, but who told you to work those extra days that you did for the past couple of weeks? And I'm saying like, oh, like, because I need hours, I need to live. So he said, the next time I put the hours in, you follow those hours and you do what those hours say. You could go home now. He sent me home with 2 hours left. 2 hours left of my shift. She sent me home and said, yeah, because got tired of basically, and mind you, everybody that spoke Spanish, consistent hours, 20, 25, even 30. One time he gave them 35 hours and he still kept me with 15. Something was going on. Now, I'm not saying racism, but it was something of disrespect that was going on, and I couldn't tolerate it anymore. So he sent me home. When he sent me home, my mindset was like final straw, final straw, final straw. So basically, like he sent me home, and then somebody sent me a picture of one of my friends there, Laura. She sent me a picture of next week's schedule. The guy had me off the whole week, and that was my punishment. During that punishment, I basically call the district and the office on the upper offer of HR for Forever 21 in California, connected me to our district manager, and I talked to her, told her what's going on. I said, for the past 2 months, I've barely been eating, I've barely been living, and basically Jose been decreasing my hours, and basically everybody else's hours is going up. And I don't know what's going on, but I'll say some type of racism. Talk to Donald. Donald will be laughing and say, he been trying, dude, bro. 5 hours. One time he gave me 5 hours. How am I supposed to live with the hours he was giving me? He was disrespecting me to the max, and I couldn't tolerate that shit anymore. So basically, like, I told HR everything. She ran down everything like that. She said, if you want, CJ, we could basically get you back working with the hours you deserve next week. I told her, no, nah. Because while I was in that break, I found another job, and I told her, like, I start that job in 2 weeks and I'm ready to move on. She said, you sure about this? I'm saying, yeah, I'm sure. Because why, if in my whole entire life of working, I've never snitched on someone to HR. It was my first time ever, because that's how much disrespect and how much dishonest it was. So when I did that, it was more like, why would I go back to work and deal with the fakeness? I know they'll punish me some type of way, low key, so it's hidden, so you won't peep. So I said, I did my piece already. I just did this so no one else that comes after me could go through what I went through. And after that, she was like, I understand and take care. I will good. And I'll talk to HR, and even they said they'll talk to Donald. I know Donald have my back. And I texted Michael, like, he's someone that worked with me, and I told everybody, tell everybody that I'm gone, I'm out, and shit like that. And I follow something on Facebook, but yeah, I had enough and had to put my foot down. I went through a lot of shit, man. Like, it's always, and all shout out to all my Latinos, Spanish people. I fuck with y'all heavy because most of my friends are Spanish, Latino, like. But what I'm saying is, basically like, it's always them, because they are, every time I have Spanish type managers and leaders, it's always some type of disrespect. And you're gonna see when I tell y'all the story of why I left Crocs, but it's always some type of disrespect, and I just couldn't deal with that shit no more. And basically, I left, and now I like a great new job, vibing. God is good, man. I can't complain. But that's it for the day. Story time. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment. God, I do this for you guys. Hit the bell too, bro. But y'all know what it is. Your man C.J.C. I'm out, man. Be breezy. Yeah.